Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials, and we are going to be continuing the Flashback event for Toxic Shock here on the Psychosurgery difficulty. We're on the 7th trial of the event, which is Tilt the Scales of Justice, a trial that was changed in the recent past to require one less piece of evidence, which honestly I wasn't for or against really at the time, but it's kind of turned out nicer just to improve the speed of the trial a little bit. But anyway, we are of course still dealing with those same 6 variators, main one being Toxic Shock itself, which makes it so that every minute and a half the trial environment will fill with gas and you have to hide in a hiding spot to avoid damage. Collect the rats replaces the secondary poster objective with drugged rats around the trial that you got to collect to complete the secondary. And then we have increased threat 2, limited hide spots, unlocked doors, and psychosurgery, stun, noise I can smash. Think I can use my loadout standard setup. Let's jump into this trial. See how we can do. Should be a fun time. Even when I ran through that gap right there in those boxes, I had a slight shudder, a slight chill run down my spine, you might say, due to my PTSD of Pleasure the Prosecutor. If you're this far into the uploads, maybe you missed Pleasure the Prosecutor for this event. It was absolutely terrible. I think the video title is probably going to be something like Pleasure the Prosecutor is a Nightmare, and it won't be in the standard title format just because it was that bad. It was truly just an actual nightmare for me. And took me so many attempts and so many failures that yeah, I started losing my mind towards the end there. But at the same time, the completion of it has lifted a great weight off my shoulders, and now I've been quite enjoying finishing off the remaining MK challenges that followed it. Anyway, let's take a quick glance at the map here. Okay, right hand side is that room, and then the big trial chamber, and then the far room on the left. Cool stuff. Smash, of course, a fairly helpful amp in this trial. We do have a hiding spot right here in the main room if we need it. And you know what? Looks like I think we can wait for this to come back up. Although a little bit scary that Coil was on his way. I honestly didn't even know where he spawned in, since I'm usually long gone by the time he gets onto the map. But yeah, just hop in here, safe for the moment, and then we can head down the hall. Is he nearby? Whatever, I think we're okay. Like I said though, Smash comes in handy a little bit here, allows you to skip going around or whatever you might have to do otherwise. Not sure how that didn't set off that screamer, I'll be honest. Yes, I believe this room on my right here should be our first box, although I could be wrong. Oh, crap. Since I usually seem to have trouble reading the map for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the way it's laid out or I'm just dumb, but I guess it's this room. I wouldn't expect it to be a room further along, but at the same time, maybe it is. Okay, no, it is this room. Unfortunately, someone did hear me open the door. We do have a hiding spot available should Toxic Shock come around. Just looking around for rats while we wait for a Toxic Shock. I think I would like to generally take this a bit slower, unless a Toxic Shock has happened in the quite recent past. I will want to wait one out before starting these countdowns, since if you jump, I think from what I've timed, whenever the alarm starts blaring to the end of the actual Toxic Shock gas, it's about 30 seconds. So like getting in right now, and then it's 30 seconds until I can get out of here. So that's a lot of time to waste on your clock if you end up having to jump into a locker. Of course, you could wait. You can wait like at least 10 of those seconds before the gas starts hurting you. I don't know exactly how long, but you can wait a decent amount of time there. and then jump in, but even still, that's going to be at least 15 to 20 seconds that are shaved off of your available time. So best to avoid that if you can. I'm going to start it up here. I'm not too worried about that guy. But I am worried about that guy. I think that 1 is the 3rd number, but it might be the 4th number. It's hard to tell. No, okay, it's the 3rd number. 9 is the 4th number. I'm in a bit of a struggle right now. 1, 9. This is just... yeah, it just sees through the box. Shit, man. We are in trouble. Where are the numbers? Okay, 8, 1, 9. Okay! Fuck you, pal. What a joke. Yeah, 8, 1, 9. I don't know where the first number is. If I fail this, we'll probably just restart the trial, to be honest with you, since this is pretty screwed at this point. What are you doing, even? Like, what? 819. I really don't know where it could be. Yeah, why not go around that side? And then here comes Toxic Shock. I mean... no dice. Alright. We will retry. My bad, I guess. That was... I don't know where that number was at all. Alright, let's try this again. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, that can sometimes happen on this trial. I haven't had it happen in a while, I'll be honest, but... sometimes that 4th number... I mean, I've heard people claim that it doesn't even spawn, but... I find that hard to believe, if I'm being honest. But it sometimes is definitely very difficult to find, and it can, you know, result in a failure. Especially when you have both Coil and an X-Pop lurking around the room while you're trying to do it. So, I mean, that is, you know, partially my fault for starting it when I did, but I also got a bit unlucky that Coil joined the party immediately afterwards. I meant to grab the rat there. And yeah, looks like we've got far left and then a couple on the right. Let's just get this thing started. Okay, so it'll be this first right-hand room here. We've got a locker right there that we can use if need comes up. Get rid of that screamer, I suppose. Alright, and this should be our room. Although we certainly have our first Toxic Shock coming for too long, so I won't get it started just yet. We can look around for rats, of which I get 1. And then we can hide before we start up our first one. Hopefully no issues this time. Again, I really haven't had a problem in a decent while, but I don't know. That one cooked me. Maybe you know, my biggest fear is that I saw it but didn't register it or whatever, and then people are gonna notice that when they watch, and I'm gonna look foolish. I think that's happened maybe once or twice on this in the instances that I missed one. But it's not too common. Alright, Coil's gonna go crawling under there. Let's get this started. I don't think he hears that. Okay, it's just the timing on stuff is so cringe sometimes. I swear, bro. 6, 5. You know, things aren't looking good on this one already. 6, 5, something 9. 6, 5, 7, 9. Okie doke. No problemo at the end of the day. That dark corner over there was the key, it would appear. Fire guy on the other side of that thankfully padlocked door. And yeah, this one, of course, an easy run back, given it's the very first room. So I guess we can just hop in here. I was going to say, since Coil is on that side, we can just easily go down the left side to get to the second piece, but got to take a short pit stop. 2 more rats needed for this secondary objective. Oh, hey, Coil. I also checked, we have crushed the toys as one of our next 2 trials. And I'm honestly drawing a blank forgetting what the final trial is, but the next one I believe is crush the toys. Oh wow, that door is locked up tight. There we go, rat number 4. Sorry, sir, but we are closed. Do we start it up? I mean, it's... Yeah, I can't be asked to wait, I'll be honest. A bit risky, but... 8, 8, 9, last 2 numbers. 0, 6, 8, 9, look at that. Not risky at all! Plenty of time till Toxic Shock, right? And we do have our 5th and final handy dandy rat. Yeah, why not grab a piece of evidence for that good old badge progress? And there is a suitable hiding spot right there and there. Yeah, I'm not going to risk trying to go back to the one that's in the bright lights. That has potential to end poorly if Coil's in the vicinity and spots us going into the booth that's in the main room there. Play it safe, hop in the barrel. That's a bit further back. And then we just have one more piece of evidence on the other side once again. So we'll be heading over there, if I can jump properly. And then we'll be all set to go. Let's see, double check which room that's in. If the eye would get out of my freaking way. Okay, it's the one that I thought it was in last time. If that makes any sense. And screamers, man, get the hell out of here. How's that sound? Stupid asshole. Yeah, great. Go in the room I need to go in. Take your time, you know, I'm just waiting here. Again, I kind of just want to send it. 8 something something 9, 8 4 something 9. 8429. What timing on that, my goodness. Just barely got that off. Just barely. We can just leverage this barrel for what I presume to be an upcoming Toxic Shock at any point now. And there it is. But yeah, then we just need to run that thing back. So yeah, I mean this is generally more how it tends to go, I would say. Not to brag or anything, but I generally don't struggle too much with this trial anymore, so it was a rather surprising result last attempt. But hey, We've gotten our redemption here.
Behind my eyes, close in my spine.
I got PTSD, or like I got a deja vu flashback right there of when one time I was in. I would say it might actually have been the exact same spot, but it might have been somewhere else that's just laid out similarly. And that guy walked by me and somehow managed to just sense me and hit me almost immediately. That was pretty annoying when that happened. Do we just send and go for the end? Might be a bit tight on the timing, but I'm nothing if not a fool. So let's run for it.
The state fights against Officer
It's always annoying when that occurs. But ooh, this is actually really annoying. I can't believe that worked. Guys, do not forget down below the video, by the way, to smash the like button like so. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe as well for more sick moves like that, just in time for the Toxic Shock. I mean, it's beautiful. We'll be doing a big escalation live stream at 1,000 subs. I'd greatly appreciate your help in getting there. Sub 10 minutes, I will take that. A plus 9 minutes, 35 seconds. Tilt the scales of justice. Toxic Shock. Psycho surgery here. And no demerits as well. That was pretty smooth, pretty clean. First puzzle box was slightly dicey on the numbers, not too bad. And the other two were smooth as butter. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. We've got Crush the Toys coming up next. I'll see you guys there.